Today, I would like to share with you a simple topic about the family, why we need to spend staying with our family as much as possible, why we need to visit our parents as much as possible, especially when we live far from our parents. You know, most of the people who live in big city, such as Hanoi City and Ho Chi Minh City, they don't live with their parents. For me, I went to Hanoi when I was 18 years old, so I don't live with our parents as well. Honestly, sometimes I very miss our parents, although I usually visit them as often as possible. Every year, I would like to visit them 3 or 4 times a year. I always feel very happy when I have a chance to stay with them when I have holiday, vacation, of course. The reason why I would like to share with you the reason why we need to visit our parents as much as possible, as often as possible. You know, the time for someone is limited. When we become older and older, it means our parents become older and older too. So if we don't visit our parents as often as possible, maybe in the future she'll have chance, right? More importantly, our parents always look forward to meeting you again. They always feel very happy when they see you and staying with you. This is obvious for every parent, Vietnamese parents. And you know, when you visit your parents, normally you usually bring happiness, interest for our parents. Some people usually think that they need to give their parents a big amount of money because money can bring their parents the big happiness, big interest. To be honest, I partly agree with you. We need to give the money to our parents, but the more importantly, you need to spend time visiting, staying with the family, because for elderly people, the demand for spending money is not much. Sometimes the care, the what you do for them, visiting them, can bring them more happiness, bring them more interest, right? So that is the reason why they always look forward to meeting you again. For our parents, we are always the kids, the children. They try to take care of ourselves as much as possible, as often as possible. This is the thing we need to know. But secondly, when you visit your parents as often as possible, this is the good time for you to enjoy their life, how happy you can enjoy it when you stay with your parent, right? Especially when our parents are still young, they can live happily. Honestly, I always feel very peaceful. I always feel very quiet when I live with our parents. I always feel everything is great when I live with them. You know, what we say with them, what we do for them can bring us a big happiness, big interest, right? That is the reason why we need to visit our parents as much as possible. Some people they usually blame the circumstance when they don't have time to visit, to stay with their parent. Of course, sometimes we couldn't manage time to visit our parents, especially when we live far from the place where our parents live. So when you have a long vacation, we need to visit them as often as possible. Everybody are very busy at work. We live in big city. We have a lot of big pressure from the life. We work for living. We work for money. We try to earn money to feed our own family. So don't forget the care, the what the parent did for you in the past. So if you can bring the happiness, the interest for them, you need to do, you try to bring the happiness, interest for their parent as much as possible. So this is something I would like to discuss and share with you today. Honestly, this topic is very simple and everybody can share this topic easily because this is the 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 normal phenomenon for everybody, right? And thank you for listening to my sharing today. I hope my sharing reminds you about how often do you visit the parent, remind you about what we should do when we have free time and what we need to prioritize to do when we have a long vacation. You see, we are going to get a long vacation on the occasion of national days. So this is great time for you to visit your parents if you have chance. All right, maybe I will stop my sharing right now. Thank you for listening to my sharing today. Goodbye and see you on the next time.